You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
From Wish TV, I'm Pet Pals TV host Patty Spitler, and this is the Positively Patty podcast on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this episode, we're talking with Craig Prater. Craig is the president of the Heartland International Film Festival, and in capital letters, and he's a big dog lover. So we'll talk about his doggie named Sophia and some of the challenges he's had with her. Oh, and where did the name Sophia come from? Could be a famous actress that we know all about. Plus, then we'll delve into the serious side of the pandemic and movies and movie production, and where are we going from here? So we have several questions. We hope to have some great answers for you. And, of course, we invite you to join us on Positively Patty podcast. And welcome again. It's the Positively Patty podcast, and here we are with a dear friend of mine. I don't say that often, so you know I mean it. Craig Prater is with us. He is the president of the Heartland International Film Festival, and you're grimacing. Why?
Well, how you gave me a tongue twister to the Positive Patty podcast, and Prater's on. I can't do all that, Patty.
There's lots of peas in there.
Yes.
Speaking of lots of peas, you have a little doggie with you who has
Sophia wanted to come in and see you because she hears about you and she watches you on TV all the time. And you think I'm kidding? She sits in front and watches Pet Pals.
Oh, she's probably watching Stewie or Mabel.
Well,
bet.
no, I'm not sure of that.
I'm just going along with the package.
Well, I think you're definitely a part of the package.
Tell me about Sophia. She is what's her
Havashon.
Havashon, which is
it's a 10-year-old breed that was they bred that was with King Charles Cavalier and Bichon Frise.
Okay, well she's just adorable. I love that. Look at that coloring in her fur. That's all natural.
It is. I know.
I know.
It is all natural.
Now she weighs probably about 15 pounds.
No, she's closer to 20.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, she hides it well. Good girl.
Yeah, well, under all that hair.
Now she's also had some issues. I see that she's a little she's fluffy and anxious a little bit.
She's high strung, and I wonder why that would be. Do you got any clues, Patty?
They say they take after their daddy or their mommy.
Do you know what? I had this wonderful dog whisperer.
Tell us about that.
Well, he walked in the door the first time. He says, "My goodness, she's high strung." But it wasn't even a minute. He had her sitting down and listening to him versus jumping all over everything. So she's much better. And I know this probably is no surprise to you, but guess who the blame was? It wasn't Sophia.
It was.
It was the high-strung daddy.
There's several things that he did. We are going to talk about Heartland. Don't go away for that. We are again talking with Craig Prater, the president of Heartland International Film Festival, who also loves his dogs. And is this your first dog that you've had?
Oh, no, this is the fifth one.
Oh, the fifth one.
But
okay.
It's one of those things that showed up late, and we didn't expect this one. And yes, but nor didn't expect an 8-week-old pup, but it just kind of happened by accident, and I haven't regretted a day.
Of course not. Now, what he told you to do, Nathan Lowe, who is the indie dog whisperer,
yes,
and you can find him on Facebook if you're having some dog issues or people issues, is he said the problem was with you. You were talking to her too much.
Everything that was associated with Sophia's flaws was all came back home to Craig. And yes, we'd wake up of a morning and I start talking to her.
Yeah.
Now, unlike some people talk to their dogs and cats baby talk, I never did do that, but I talked to her all day long. That stopped, and as much as I hate that, it's made a difference.
Right. Well, dogs read your, and he was saying, and he told me the same thing too, is when you look at them with your eyes wide and you talk to them, they're like, something's going on.
And they're trying to figure out what you're saying. They don't know your language.
What should we do? Yeah. So just a few words that they know, like pee-pee, go outside, want to go for a walk.
Yes.
All I have to do for Stewie and Mabel is say, do you want to go? And they're ready. They don't care where we want to go, but they want to go. Well, she is just adorable, and she does love you very much. So that helps you with your work to get through. In a state of pandemic right now, everything has changed, but Heartland Film Festival. Let's talk about, you've had some major success stories this past year, 2020, that even you, I think, were a little surprised about.
Surprised is an understatement. I was shocked. Everything we were hearing were film festivals all over the country, around the world, were closing down or postponing, not knowing what to do. Right. And because of our staff, they jumped in there, started putting us online. It was succeeding, even where other film festivals, it wasn't working for them. Right. They introduced us to the old drive-in theaters that all of a sudden it really worked. So kudos to a staff that just did something that other film festivals were failing and closing every day, and even the great big spectacular Palm Springs has closed down for a full year. So we're very, very fortunate and very, very lucky.
I give credit to, not only to your staff, but also to the audience out there. People wanted to do something. They were willing. It's funny because many of the people who went to the drive-ins, like Tibbs Drive-In, this is the first time they'd been. Not like you and me who had been there when we were younger.
That's absolutely right. And then when our staff was introducing going to have our films online, I thought, if they've got a choice of going to Netflix or HBO or something, why would they watch well, they were so tired at that point of seeing all the normal stuff online that we were a welcome change. So we were very fortunate.
I love seeing the pictures of folks out there with their dogs too. Sometimes sitting out, it's like having a picnic, watching a movie on a big screen.
I know. Well, first of all, not only I know, but staff was laughing at me because when I first pulled into the drive-in, I pulled in like I always did during the old days. Right. And I noticed, everybody else was turning their cars the opposite direction. I thought maybe the screen was behind me, but they were just opening up their trunks and their tailgates to have their picnics with their animals out so they could sit there in their lawn chairs and watch this film.
Funny. Oh, I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, that's right. So these are for the shorts, and then, of course, for the film festival. You were successful in both areas, correct?
Both areas, and of course, it was right in the center of the pandemic because July was our shorts, and then October, the feature festival, so we couldn't have been in the middle of it anymore.
All right. So let's look ahead, as we must and want to do. 2021, it's things aren't going to just magically disappear because the calendar has changed. But we're hopeful in the future with all the vaccines and things they're working on. What do you foresee? How is this changing the way we look at movies and the way we go to movies?
The way we go to movies, that is the big difference.
Yeah.
The films stay the same, but I expect a big hit for film festivals, not in a positive way next year, because productions have just stopped. And so there's a lot of things, whether it's major studios, whether it's distributors securing films, or filmmakers finding the investors to do their films. It's not going to look good next year, but we've already we've got several hundred submissions already in our office for next year, so people knowing that Heartland's still on the move and they want to be a part of it, so we're very pleased.
Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I see this, for instance, in the other day they just had an article out that Disney was letting go of 32,000 people around the world.
Yes.
So that changes not only the places you go, the parks, but also the movie-going public as well. And the movies that they make, they're getting very much into streaming. Are we ever going to be able to go back to a theater and sit down next to someone and eat our popcorn in the theater? I don't know.
I don't think it's in the near future.
Okay.
I do think it's happening, and we saw kind of a glimmer of interesting news last week, a couple of weeks ago, that AMC, the theater chain nationwide that's been having a lot of financial trouble, but the stock started going crazy, started selling like crazy. So somebody maybe has insight that we don't have, or just wishful thinking, but their stock was doing very well last week, which was in contrast to the way things had been happening.
I certainly hope so. There's nothing, in my estimation, as an old moviegoer, to see a movie on the big screen. It's just, that experience is not... You can't get it on your TV set, or you pick up your iPhone and you look at it.
There's nothing like the big screen. No. And also then when it's over, walking out and start talking to people about that. I've always said the greatest experience of a film festival was not just watching the film, but was discussing it afterwards.
Right. Right. Tell us about some of the, speaking of discussing it, you know people from around the world. I want you to do a little name dropping here. And you lived, first start off with some of the places that you've lived as a...
well, I started in the film festival business with Sonny Bono in Palm Springs.
There we go.
So
Okay.
10 years in Palm Springs, but then I went to Bangkok, Thailand for 5 years where I was under contract with the Royal Thai government. So we worked with the king and queen of Thailand. So, and then the next trip was Cape Town, South Africa, and then Cabo St. Lucas. So it was miles on this old guy, Patty.
I don't know, and you can enlighten me as well. What is your main job? Is it PR? Is it getting people to like you, which is very easy to do? But what is it?
Well, and it's been changing lately. In fact, I got in trouble. But did you know I talked to our chairman, Betty Stillwell, the other day, and we were talking about things that I was doing right now. And I said, well, with the way things happen, I said I go to the office once a week to sign checks, but that means because it's been closed, I'm emptying the trash and cleaning the john. She didn't like hearing that, but I told her that's how I got started. But yes, and of course, if you talk to our Jessica Chapman, our marketing man, she'd say, "Oh, all he does is want to talk about publicity." So, I think I wear a lot of hats to support the team.
And you must do it well because you've done this for how long now? 25 years? 30 years?
35 maybe.
35?
Well, I think it's 33 maybe if we count.
Oh, okay. Why do we need... here's what I wanted to do next. I can see where the pandemic and COVID has hurt the huge studios because, they have to guarantee people don't get sick. How are they going to pay for it? Blah, 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 and all of that. But for the independent movie makers, this could be a boom for them, couldn't it? If you look at it that way, because they're smaller.
Yes, because right now we don't even know what the distribution source is going to be. So we would try to get new films at a film festival and hope that a distributor was there to secure that for future theater screenings.
Right.
Well, now there's all kinds of different types of online distribution that it's just a whole new ballgame that I think it's turning the film industry in a lot of different directions that I don't think anything's finalized yet.
Well, it used to be, I remember back in the day, that you would have maybe 1-2 releases a week, and now it's, there's Netflix, there's streaming,
because they've got
Hulu,
lots of sources to show their films.
There are more places to do a movie. Now, and I'm going to say this, you correct me if I'm wrong, and I know you will, these aren't the days of the big superstar movies with... what was it? I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Right. They're not the panoramic with 100 people in the shot, but you can have 1 or 2 people talking and make it a little more intimate.
Yeah, that's true. And also, even though things are changing so dramatically now with the pandemic,
right.
But you can see some A-list celebrities showing up in some of these undiscovered independent filmmakers.
Right.
So
I saw Glenn Close is doing something. Boy, it didn't even look like her, did it? It was a movie.
Well, how about
Mel Gibson?
And how about Sophia Loren?
Sophia Loren.
That's where she got her name. Let's point that out.
Craig is pointing at Sophia, his dog, and she is named for Sophia Loren.
That's right.
She's 86 now, which she makes no bones about saying how old she is.
Yeah.
But she's going to be starring in a movie coming up.
Yes, but that it's directed by her son.
I didn't know that.
Yes, Mr. Patty.
Oh, really?
Yes, yep.
Oh, that's...
And, of course, we remember when we honored Sophia in Palm Springs many years ago, and she and Sonny were close friends. We had fun watching those two make pasta in his kitchen. But, again, her son was there, and he was a little boy. So where did all these years go, Patty?
Yeah. Do you call on your friendships then to, pay back to you, say, hey, I was nice to you back in Palm Springs. You need to be nice to me now?
To this day. And I don't make any bones about it. I've still got people helping us out at Heartland that, you know what? They're really great, though. I don't have to remind them. They were people that were on board way back in the early days, and they're still around, still working in the business.
Yeah. Worldwide, do you think we'll recover worldwide? I know America has always been known as, the Hollywood and the capital. Apparently, I know some friends in Hollywood, and they say everything's changed there as well. People out of work. maybe this will help us reach out and work all together better. I don't know.
Maybe, but even before the pandemic, USA was losing a lot of their placement as a major film capital country because India was doing great. Then all of a sudden, Atlanta, it moved from Hollywood to Atlanta, Georgia, but Atlanta, with the pandemic, has been hit big time too. But Atlanta is a major city in our country that's doing a lot of film production still.
Okay. Well, what's Sophia's favorite movie? Does she have one?
I don't know that she's got one, but she is getting ready to make an appearance in a coloring book.
Yes, don't let me forget that. Tell me about that.
Well, she was looking online the other day.
She was looking
online?
Well,
yes, and she found out that there was somebody that was doing a posting to promote a pet coloring book called Praise Your Pet.
Praise Your Pet.
Praise,
Okay.
And they were wanting pictures of your pets. So she submitted hers and got an instant reply that she's going to be in this coloring book that comes out the first of the year.
So they'll see her outline, like a figure, and then the kids can color in.
So who knows what color? Maybe they'll color with some of this fuchsia-colored hair. Who knows?
You never know. You never know. Well, she's just adorable, and so are you. Pets
Thank you.
to both of you. Virtual pets. We don't want to get too close here. So, Craig, you're wonderful. We also have a few seconds left just to say that we're working on another project for TV that we can talk about at length maybe in a few weeks. Does that make
Will
sense?
you be the star, Patty?
I don't want to say too much, but we're working on something.
Well, I sure hope so because I want the ratings to be high, and I think it will be then.
Okay. Well, that's what we call a deep tease.
That's a deep tease.
You will hear more about the TV show coming up, which has to do with entertainment, and Craig Prater and I might be a part of it myself as well. So that's a real good tease. Craig Prater, you're wonderful. Sophia, I love you so much. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again. Lights, camera, action.
See you at the movies.
Okay.
In one way or the other.
This has been the Positively Patty podcast from Wish TV. I'm Patty Spitler. Be sure to follow and subscribe to this podcast. You know you want to do it, so just do it. And check out news updates every single week. You can also learn more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at petpalstv.com and stay with Wish TV online at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.